What's going on, YouTube? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are having an amazing day and even a fantastic week. Hope you guys are doing amazing. I want to apologize personally to y'all for the late upload. That is on me. I'll take that. That's on me. The tripods have been double scrimming every day. Boy's been busy. But if you guys aren't able to catch the live streams, we've been uploading recaps on the channel, which will be a link. There'll be a link down below to the most recent one. While you're checking it out, make sure to hit the sub button if you guys haven't. I appreciate it. We're on the road to 10K subs. We want to hit that by the end of the year, okay? So hit that sub button. And at the time of this recording, right now, in this moment, we just hit 7,500 subscribers. I want to say I appreciate y'all. Thank you to everybody who's been showing love on these videos, man. It means the world to me, the absolute world to me. So thank you guys for that. Let's get into it, okay? Recently, the tripods have had 2 sets of scrims a day, PSQ scrims and Pro League scrims. The PSQ scrims are for the top teams competing in the preseason qualifiers that start on November 25th. Will be every weekend for the next 4 weeks up until December 18th. Some of the most notable teams in the PSQ will be Dig, which is Drop-In Gaming. There's going to be E8, which includes Zach Mazer, y'all favorite, Zapto, and Shubi, the Tripods, and Team Noco. Recently, there's been a lot of controversy, though, regarding scrims. So MinusTempo, the TSM team manager, or the scrim organizer for NA for both the PSQ and Pro League scrims, he has stated that there will be an individual elo system for scrims. Essentially, what this means is that the players would qualify for scrims based on kills, placement, and damage. The elo system will also cross over from PSQ teams, which again are teams that are not invited to Pro League, but will be competing in the upcoming tournament to receive an invite. The top 5 teams from each PSQ elo not ranking for the day would get an invite to Pro League scrims. So the top performing PSQ teams, top 5, we get an invite to those Pro League scrims. But with the 5 teams going up from PSQ scrims, that would mean more Pro League teams wouldn't receive an invite to scrims that day. One player in specific has been very vocal on the issues with prioritizing top 5 PSQ teams over Pro League teams. That player is none other than y'all boy, Beat Tech International, the engineer, the spaceship guy, NASA guy. Tech is a part of the team Meet, and they're contesting TSM at Lightning Rod on Stormpoint, which has resulted in bad or horrific or terrible or absolutely fucking dog shit placements in multiple consecutive scrims, since they're essentially not playing half the scrims. Because let's be honest, they're playing, but they're dying off drop.
Should we just do it?
I think we should do it.
If there's a gun on the roof, I think we do it.
Yep. They're so late, bro. They're so late.
I'm going on the roof for it.
I'm in a second.
One fell off the map, I think.
I got a Mosin.
He fell off, he fell
Yeah,
off.
he one fell off.
You know, like, and it's just cucking their whole scrim. I mean, they've been placing 18th, 20th place, just not getting good placements. And it sucks for the boys, but when that happens, you get bad placement, and it's causing them not to get a spot in the scrim the next day. But contesting isn't the only issue. A lot of pros think that Tech honestly he's just trolling. He's just trolling scrims. Not because they're just contesting TSM, but because of the comps that they're running while they're doing it. I mean, they've been running Pathfinder Fuse Vantage. They've been running Pathfinder, like, Horizon Cat. Like, you can't make up the comps that they're running. And honestly, I can't sit up here and tell you guys, like, what he's doing, there's a reason behind it. I couldn't tell you. But Meat's consistently bad placements has caused their elo to go down and lower them in priority for scrims. And it's sparked a lot of discussion, because Tech has now accused MinusTempo, the scrim organizer, of gatekeeping them out of Pro League scrims. So because of their low elo, their low rankings, they were not invited to the Pro League scrims on November 9th, which is the date of this tweet. Tech tweets, when a TSM manager gatekeeps you in Pro League scrims, you're qualified for Pro League and get your spot to a non-Pro League team, when the non-Pro League teams have already played a block. So from this tweet, Tech's main problem is that PSQ teams that have already played a set of 6 games of scrims are given the chance to play another set of 6 over Pro League teams like me, who haven't played any games at all that day. That was his issue. And then you go over to Minus, and he posts 2 tweets this day, and it was a question. So drop your thoughts down below after I read this over. Should the Pro League team always get priority over a PSQ team when the Pro League team consistently gets bottom 5 in their scrim, and the PSQ team is getting top 5? Should that Pro League team get priority? Yes or no? Drop your comments and thoughts down below on that issue. And then MinusTempo again tweeted later that night, when my integrity is put into question again by players and all the fucking weirdos in my DMs who probably have never done anything with their life because they can't handle the fact that they're underperforming and it's solely their own fault. That's disrespectful to both the players and me for all the work we put in. And how stupid do you have to be to think I'm willing to risk my entire career in esports just to get TSM some wins? They don't and never have needed my help to succeed. TSM was winning before I got here. So there's definitely some beef over there for MinusTempo and Tech. Kind of funny. Never thought that would happen. Honestly, my whole opinion on the whole system is, I know this might surprise y'all, but I do enjoy being able to play good in PSQ scrims and then go over to Pro League scrims and play good again. So we get 12 games to practice. But if we're being completely honest, to make everybody happy, Pro League teams should be guaranteed a spot in Pro League scrims. And then the teams and PSQ scrims that perform really high and perform well, they are able to fill whatever spots are missing in those Pro League scrims. That's my opinion. So Tech should never be gate-kept from scrims. And I think he should always have a spot, no matter if he's trolling, if he's not taking it serious, whatever. He should have his spot in Pro League scrims, no matter what. Regardless of that whole situation, though, I mentioned earlier that the Pods were one of the teams getting invited to Pro League scrims, because we were performing well. We were doing pretty freaking good, but we've been pretty consistent in these scrims. Top 5 is in the PSQ scrims, and then, you know, we've been fluctuating a lot in the Pro League scrims depending on whether or not we've been contesting. But we've gotten a few top 5s. We've gotten, you know, some like 12 places, some middle of the pack, you know, numbers or placements. But up until recently, I mean very recently, we've been getting contested at Sino by Enemigo and Co. They go by this team named Boys. And on Thursday and Friday of last week, I know, this is gonna be sad to hear, but we were a clean sweep. They swept us off the board, 0-6. No matter what we did it wrong. RNG was fucking us. We couldn't beat them in a 3v3. Everything was just going wrong. Part of that could be, like, a big part of that could be my fault. So I want to apologize to you guys. I feel like when I do bad, I'm letting you guys down. So again, that's on me. That's on me. This week, starting Monday, we've been able to play our game again, and it's resulted in a 7th place for Monday and a 2nd place for Tuesday for the boys. The boys have been frying. We beat them 0-3 at Sino on Monday. The boys have been cooking. Just let me work, you know. When I'm locked in, the team's locked in. So I gotta always make sure I'm there mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Because like I said, if I'm shooing and I'm calm and I'm giving the boys energy, they'll do the rest, you know. Without getting too much into the strats, though, and breaking down our thought process for the whole contest, because we have changed it up recently, we've made some changes to what comp we've been running. With how Apex is currently played, there's been a very open meta. Like, you can run a lot of different things and be successful with it. There's a lot of different legends that are viable now. Like, you can run a Conduit, you can run Revenant, you can run a Bloodhound, you can run Horizon, just to name a few. And with that being said, we've decided to let the dog off the leash. We've let Nick go back to Bloodhound. With Bloodhound in the comp on Stormpoint, we've been able to play more aggressive on our late rotations in, amongst being able to hit our people beacon late, which is very important for, I think, for a lot of edge teams. But not just that, Nick's comfortability on Bloodhound compared to Catalyst is so different. Like, Nick on Bloodhound versus Nick on Cat, that means a different player, you know? Nick on Bloodhound, a dog. He's a dog. But this switch up in our comp doesn't just stop at Stormpoint. As you guys know, in World's Edge, we've been running more zone comp, more heavy comp, more, you know, let's get there, let's get to a spot, let's set up, and let's hold teams out. It's a hybrid comp, I would call it, honestly. We are able to play zone if we get it. We're always going to prioritize zone, but if we can't get there, we aren't scared to play edge. With that being said, we are running Jen on Rampart, Nick on Catalyst, and me on the obvious Bangalore. I play Bang on both maps. Nothing's changing with me specifically. These 3 characters allow us to play a zone, and if necessary, we can play edge too. We have no problem doing that. We're going to continue to run these comps as we see fit, and we'll continue to improve with these characters, as time goes on. We've had talks on and off stream about our roles and how to better complement each other's playstyles. We're figuring it out in real time with all of you being witness to what transpires. The boys are pushing to be one of the best teams in ALGS. We have been since the beginning, but this season, I feel something in my balls. We know our ceiling is way higher than what it is right now, and we know what we're capable of. We know we can get on that stage, and we know we can fucking compete alongside the best. With that all being said, now that you guys are up to speed with scrims and what we've been doing in scrims, we're going to remind you guys of how this PSQ or preseason qualifier, how it all works. I'm going to give you the breakdown. There's going to be 4 weekends of tournaments starting November 25th, okay? And it'll be from November 25th to November 27th. Remember, these are going to take place for 4 weekends throughout the whole weekend, okay? November 25th to November 27th, December 2nd to December 4th, December 9th to December 11th, December 16th to December 18th, and each winning team from these preseason qualifiers will automatically, so if you win one of those weekends, automatically qualify for Pro League. You get an invite. And then the next top 4 teams in points. So these are teams that haven't won in one of these weekends, but they're points-wise, they're going to be among the top 4 teams in points. They will also be getting an invite to Pro League. All the other teams will have to go to the Challenger Circuit and compete their way throughout Split 1. With all the scrims talk and Pro League talk out of the way, it's time to get into the real issues at hand. For me personally, because I feel like I need to get this off my chest. I've been fucking, oh my god. But the Los Angeles Clippers, my basketball team, on November 1st came to an agreement with the Sixers for a trade deal that would send Nick Batum, Marcus Morris, Robert Covington, KJ Martin, and multiple draft picks to the Sixers in return for James Harden and PJ Tucker. And prior to this trade, the Clippers were 3-1. After this trade, we are 0-5. Before all of this happened, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I didn't want James Harden on the team. I didn't want him near me. I didn't think that he was a bad player. I just didn't think he would fit. And honestly, that's all we've been seeing as of late. Our rotations look off. The players, everything just looks off. It doesn't seem right. Like, a lot of players that used to get a lot more touches now with Harden on the team are just not, they're not getting those same touches. We're not scoring as much. We're giving up more points. We're throwing more turnovers. Like, everything just looks bad. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised we even went for that deal. Like, I thought we had a great team before, and I still think we have a good team after. But it just seems like a lot of players on the team, like Bones Highland, Terrence Mann, Russell, they all just look uncomfortable. It doesn't seem like it doesn't flow the way it used to when earlier in the season. And I know it's still early in the season, but when we were 3-1 before we had Harden, it doesn't look the same. Like, we were scoring more without him. We were playing better defense without him, and it kind of just makes you question, like, is it Harden's fault? Is it our coach's fault? But God, man, it is frustrating to like see us continuously just lose and lose and lose. Like, what do you guys think? Drop a comment down below. Drop it right now. Do you guys think Harden? You think we could work it out with Harden? Do you think it's gonna get better, or do you think we'll continue to be a mid team, an average team, a team that might make the playoffs and we're gonna lose in the first round? Like, let me know what you guys think. Again, I appreciate y'all patience with these uploads recently. I'm still trying to figure it all out. Personally, like I said, I've been trying to fix my sleep schedule. I've been struggling recently. The past 2 days, I've woken up around a decent time. I've woken up around noon, 1 p.m. But before, I was literally waking up at 4 p.m. So again, with the double scrim sets, I've been trying hard to fix my sleep schedule. It's not gonna be easy, but that's the reason for these late uploads. That honestly is. So it's my fault. Again, we're on that road to 10K subs. Smash that like button. Hit that sub button if you guys haven't. We're 75% there. Like I said, we just hit 7,500 subscribers on the YouTube channel at the time of this recording. Thank you guys for all the love. Make sure to share with your grandmas, your aunts, your uncles, your sisters, your cousins. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. I'm out.